Alright. Let's keep working and make a new video. By the end of this video, you will know how to swap your injectors on a Ford that looks like that. And also by the end of this video, for the next 2 minutes, you'll probably see me repark the parking spots again. Very interesting. Good thing is the battery's dead on this one. Kidding, Adi, just kidding, bro. So when Adi and I checked out the car, we noticed that the cap here, the cover, not the cap, was all moist and wet on the one spot, so we took it off. And we didn't expect the injector to be like the seal to be busted in here. I'll add a picture of the seals right now. Might as well show you guys what I mean and take them with me. Seals. These seals, we didn't expect these black seals here to be busted on the top. They're a little bit different than the last car I was doing, but we're gonna have to take these off, reseal them, and hope that the injectors itself isn't busted or that nothing breaks when taking it apart, like these fuel lines. Over here, they like to snap when taking them off or putting them back on, so stick around to see how to do it yourself at home with basic tools and a lot of not knowledge. I'm gonna start from this one. Unplug this, unplug that, unplug here, unbolt here. And I believe it should come out on this one. We'll find out while working, I guess. Alright. Ooh, wasn't even that tight. Okay, this plug here, I just put a little plier into here, and just plug it off, up, and then it just comes off. Yep. I tried cleaning it a little bit with brake cleaner, but no luck. Now I'm going to figure out how this one comes off. So you see these two green pieces? Between this green piece, there's this black piece here that needs to pop up. Might be easier to do with like something like this. Like that. Just comes up like this. Hope the camera got it. Bam! Off. Double check, nothing's broken, and move it out of the way. Might use some zap straps. Now I'm gonna get rid of this one without hitting the camera. Like that. They're really not that tight. Then I can get to this bowl, pull it out properly without damaging anything. So technically, I could have left this one on here and just unbolted it here. But might as well give it a good clean. Put that to the side. Again, what I'm gonna do is take this one apart, clean it, put it back in, and then go to the next one. Yep. Just want to do them all. So then put this in there. There. This shim holds it in, the injector. Yep, put that to the side, clean it off later. And look at all this dried up oil or whatever that stuff is. Diesel. Dried up diesel. So what I'm gonna do here is try to scratch some of this black stuff off here, all that gunk, clean it up. Otherwise the engine will just keep smelling, and I want to do that before I open anything up because I don't want nothing to fall into any holes or anything like that. Yep. Quite a bit here. It was literally up to the top of the injector, and it looks a lot better now already. So now we can try pulling it. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we built. This threads onto the injector, and with this I can smack it up. Yep. And now she can come off.
Großen die Dinger?
Yeah. It does not look nice in there. Yeah, she's dirty, all right. So now we gotta. Normally, I have this. Or I don't. I borrowed that tool to put a dye into the hole. So when I'm cleaning the whole area where that's injector sits, so no dirt flies into the engine. But I don't have that here right now. So we're gonna have to customize something again. So I'm gonna take this small ratchet extension, put a little bit on the top socket, which fits into the hole of the. It's about the same size as this here, and then I can put it in there, take it out after with a magnet, whatever, and not be worried about stuff falling into the engine bay. Okay, the hole is getting clean. I'm gonna have to brush it out and vacuum it still, but now I'm gonna clean this guy first. And the copper ring doesn't even look that bad. This one, seal, so I'm guessing it was probably one of these that was shot or something. Now doesn't that look a lot better? Clean. Now we're gonna put the new seals on. And once the new seals are on, Josie and I are gonna install this. Just kidding, Josie does nothing. Josie's the man though. Without Josie, I wouldn't be where I am today. So this guy comes on to here, but now I honestly don't know because this has the top end. I'm not sure what's the top and what's the bottom. We're gonna find out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna uninstall, remove the second one, and hope that it's cleaner, and then I can actually see how it looks. We're gonna try pulling off the second one. I don't know why I'm trying to do it by hand.
We have a tool, so just do it with the tool, you know?
A couple threads is good enough, and then just. Oh yeah, this one comes out gooder. This one comes out gooder. Look at that. We might have a different investment to do. I might have broken my wife's Staubsauger. Vacuum. That's gonna be the thumbnail. Did we just break something? See, it looks a lot better. Just kidding. And oily. Now my light's over there. Figured that out right away, but looks a lot better. But now this is what I wanted to see. What way this seal is sitting. So now I can. That's a broken one. There's a new one. There's only 3. Where's the new one? This is not good. We have problems, Houston. It was on here on the clean seal. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Also, again, do not mix your. Actually, I forgot the copper ring. Do not mix up this injector. Don't put this injector, the first injector, into the second cylinder because the car needs. These things need teaching if they're in a different injector hole. Why that is? Probably because every valve or whatever injection works differently. Hope these seals are correct because these are a lot looser. These are a lot looser, and so this is obviously going to be a little bit looser. What I like to put is a little grease here. That way, when putting this copper ring on here now and putting it upside down, it stays. It's a little bit easier to install into the hole. So we swapped this seal, and this seal. It's not really clean around here because I'm gonna see if I can clean it with something later. I'm not sure what the best way is to clean all that. This seal here sits on. There's a groove inside here where this sits on. This has an OK on it, so apparently it has been swapped or checked before. But now we can vacuum all that out in there. Can't really tell because the camera's being weird, but just clean in there. Same with that one. The outside, like I said, please do not judge on that yet. I'm not sure if I can spray something on there to loosen it up because sanding all that down is almost impossible. I'm yet to find a way how to properly clean that, but I hope I can find something. The inside is clean because with a brush, on the other video I showed you with the impact, you can go brush it inside out and then it just cleans up everything. Nice thing is on these cars, if you just drove the car and everything's warm, that stuff is not so hard and it cleans a lot nicer. You can actually get rid of it with brake cleaner and all. Yeah, but like I noticed like the next one's gonna be so solid already, all that black stuff, all that gunk, because it's been standing there for a little bit now, but it is how it is, part of the game. And so those two are clean now, putting them back in, new seal. Like for me, it's like it's not clean enough because of the outside, but I don't know how to clean the outside. What's important is that the bottom where the copper ring sits is clean, and then where these black seals sit, that it's clean there, obviously, and the whole injector itself. So yeah. So this guy comes back onto here like that. Make sure this is pulled up. So these two are finished. I'm gonna try putting these ones, like they don't want to go in as how I want them. So I'm gonna put them in last when I have these off. That way I have more flexed. I'm gonna take this one off now and then that one, but you guys know the process, same thing as there. Clean them out, put them back in. So I finally got these on. They were a pain in the butt. What we had to do is grease the O-ring, and then they just came down no problem. But after that, we can try starting the car. Why do I look so dirty again? We're about to start the car, but honestly guys, comment in the comment section what is the best stuff you can spray to loosen up all of that black hard gunk stuff. Because when it's dry or hard, the brake cleaner itself doesn't really do it. Let's give it a shot. She's back up and running beautifully. Part of the game when stuff breaks and also bruises.